It's your favorite beginner bracket. It's the G-lug Academy. What's going on, y'all? Welcome. It's the G-lug Academy 25. We've been doing this for a long time now, man. Shout outs to Holy Fool originally getting us set up with this, and Seawolf also getting us set up with this beginner bracket way back in the day. We took a little bit of a break. We got a new, fresh coat of paint on, and here we are. We're bringing this bracket back for students of the game. We got Blinky out here fighting against Maccas. Maccas with that tag, I love e-girls. Previously going by that on StartGG. I think we've had them on stream once or twice before. On this Unika, so you'll be fighting against this Elphelt. Definitely some popular characters in the beginner brackets in general. Blinky, and use that red RC to close out this first round. No, I'm sorry guys, commentator's curse. We still got a little bit of HP left. E-girls, what do you got? You got to dance around these projectiles. Unfortunately, though, that one's going to return and get you on the recovery frames of your forward slash. Maccas, unfortunately, going to go down there, but clapping right back with a nice 5H counter hit, a couple counter hits back to back. Oh, I got to freeze the match arena, by the way. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. Oh, what am I going to put down there? Oh, God. This is what I went through with all the other Academy brackets. Oh, God damn. Any ideas, y'all? Any ideas? Oh, what's going on, GG? How you living? There we go. Great stuff. Maccas able to get that last round. Evened up on burst as well. So this game, rather this first round hasn't been a wash, right? We've been going back and forth. Wow. Oh, my God. Maccas slamming the far slash was able to actually convert off that trade hit. That was crazy. Nice stuff. Blinky trying to be aggressive here with some of those walk-up bar slashes. That's going to be Maccas here. Dancing with that RC, going to send you through. We don't have a lot of tension here, and that was just a soft knockdown. So Blinky not in a terrible spot here, but Maccas, as long as we didn't commit to a button. RC? Oh, no. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the conversion after. You know what's funny about that is that they just buffed Kai's Stun Dipper to make sure that it would never not convert, right? And then here we are, Unika, having that same problem. Let me see it again. What happened here? Was it really just that far away? Maybe Maccas was just a frame too slow, but that looked pretty fast to me. I'm not sure. Has to be Carrot to pick that one up. Yeah, Ganyan has played a little bit of Unika. I trust you. Okay. Okay. Well, that sucks. you can't just what is it? 236K there? Dang. Okay, well, still able to get that last round regardless. And that was with Blinky with a very strong first round, right? So Maccas kind of slowing things down a little bit on this Unika. At least in that first game. We got this Elphelt cornered, but not for too long. Blinky's going to get back in here. Oh, wow. Great stuff. Maccas, I think that may have been like an accidental burst bait, but hey, we take those. And maybe it was intentional, and if so, I apologize. Blinky not in a great spot here. Yeah, I don't blame you. Blinky feeling like, hey, I have to go in. Maccas is representing that projectile full screen. If I get hit once, if I FD'd, I'm going to have trouble. So try to get that jump in, but Maccas was already reading that wavelength. Blinky with a good conversion here. Tried to keep it going, but Maccas in the scramble was ready with that DP. 100 tension on the side of this Elphelt. Unfortunately, couldn't round into that bomb vest right there. Definitely a very strong super. See if we can get it right here. It's going to be that counter hit. Oh my God, we almost linked with 5P after? I wonder if Blinky was maybe like uncomfortable in the combo and then was just like, hey, I'm going to slam a fast button here, which is correct, by the way. Like, I think that's a good idea. Or maybe that was just a conversion, right? Linking with the 5P after. That was a weird one. That was cool. Evened up in rounds and burst, right? We had to spend it on both sides. What's going on, Willie? How you living? Willie, you posted... Willie, I just got reminded. You posted something in the Discord. I think it was from a concert. I have to go and look at that. I remember you posting it, but then I was like... I didn't want to turn my phone volume up, but... Here we go. Man, so much tension on both sides of the screen. Full stick of butter, as they call it. Couldn't get that projectile conversion after, right? Because Blinky was still on the ground. But it's going to be that JD. Man. Okay, so Maccas with the 2-0 lead, but that doesn't tell you the tale, man. Because we've been going down to the wire. Literally one more hit for either player. Right? Blinky just lariat red RC there. If it connects, of course. Could have been it. Maccas, just a couple projectiles. That was the round. So we'll see. We're going into game 3 here. Maccas with a 2-0 lead so far, but I don't know. There's, you know, another timeline. Maybe it goes in Blinky's favor. I don't know. I wasn't a concert yesterday. It's right home. Here we go, y'all. Everything is blue, by the way. Isn't that crazy? God, that's so awesome. It would be cool to have like a mod to make it to where I could make the color behind their names also blue. That would be cool. Blinky. Nice stuff here. Has 100 tension. I mean, we don't even need it, right? We just need one projectile to connect. It's going to be a nice jump in, weaving around that 5H. That was actually crazy that 5H didn't connect right there. Just a little out of range. Of course, on a true round start, not a bad option. Six H is going to get this wall break for us. We got that tension in our back pocket. Oh, I like the idea there from Maccas running under that projectile. But unfortunately, you do have to commit to that punish a little bit earlier, right? Are you going to jump up and follow her in the air and go for an air throw? Are you going to commit to some kind of anti-air button like a depending on what kind of character you are, if you have like a nice 2H or something that can hit at that angle? It's going to be Blinky here, getting a game on the board. And I'm not surprised because, I mean, we've been going down to that last round every time already. Was the Academy not always blue? Okay, yeah, so it was, so like, yes. The OGs, okay? OGs, I'm talking Academy 1s, Academies, I mean, because when did it end? Oh my god, Academy, it may have been before double digits I stopped doing it, but all of the overlays were actually recolored to be blue. Like, I had separate files that they were blue in a completely different scene in OBS where they were blue. But it was too much work to manage because I didn't know what the hell I was doing with OBS at the time. I've learned so much in 2 years, okay? Don't be upset with past G. He was just a young soul, okay? He didn't have a lot of smarts, but he had a lot of willpower. You know what I mean? I may not have had the tools, but I had the willpower. Great stuff there, Blinky. But you remember when Academy started? Mav is an OG. Mav's an OG. I mean, most of y'all are OGs. Anyways, what's my point? Because I didn't know how to manage it very well, I stopped doing it. And then Academies were red. They were all the red overlays. Like, it was the same scene collection where nothing was blue anymore. But yes, Academy was intended to be like blue colored from day one. But I just got lazy, and because I didn't realize how easy it was to actually make everything blue until, I'm talking literally, guys, literally like fucking 15 minutes ago, I learned about putting a color swap filter on an image in OBS. You put it on 117, that shit is blue. Anyways, I hope my hyper specificity brings my story closer to home. Blinky has a burst here and 50 tension that we are going to have to spend here to get this game 4 in our pocket. Nice counter hit from downtown. Red RC to turn this one into a wall break guaranteed. No super cancel win for the 5H finisher, so Maccas with a reversal super on that round start. It's going to chase you down. No, Blinky, Blinky, Blinky. You got Blinky. No bias. Come on. What do we got? Maccas with a nice jump-in counter hit. YRC buys you some time. Blinky with that far slash is still able to take it. That could have been a detrimental round because Blinky went for the 5H finisher on that one Rekka sequence instead of super. I think we had tension, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it in the replay. And Maccas in that situation almost brought it back. Holy shit. Whew. Tomorrow's Jeek Echo friendly. Jeek has gone green. Yeah, guys, if you're watching, if you're watching this, it's probably because you like Guilty Gear Strides. Probably because you're one of the people in the bracket and you're watching your VOD, right? But, guys, I appreciate you watching the VODs as I post them. Oh, my God, great punish. Whoa, dude, punching between the hits of the super. I didn't even know you could do that. I'm not going to lie. Blinky teaching me today. I didn't even know you could do that. I thought you would have to wait for the second hit. Oh, dude, we almost converted off of that return projectile. Blinky's got some cool stuff here on the Elphelt. Maccas going for that far slash on the wake up, but Blinky linking into that next hit puts themselves on set point. Okay. All right. Whoa, dude, this has been a set so far. Keep it a million with you. I'm gonna keep it a million. Okay, let me make sure I'm adding my next players just in case that match is gonna come up soon. Keeping yourself safe on that gun dipper with the red RC after and catching Blinky with the follow-up hits. Okay. Blinky going down here, which means we're on the very last round. Maccas does have that burst advantage, but not by too much. So we'll see how it manifests, but it's going to be that Pine Berry clipping you. We spend that burst to get a second to breathe, getting some distance back from this Elphelt, but that Lariat does connect. Nice far slash here from Blinky, taking up so much space with those normals. Maccas trying to press out to get out of the corner, but not today. It's going to be the counter hit close slash on the other side. Blinky does have 50 tension to wake up with, but doesn't get to spend it yet. Maccas has got you in these Starburst special Tsukiyomi. iBlinky finally is able to burst out of that corner. And nice counter hit converts into this damage. We have 100 tension to fight with also, but Maccas not respecting that. Goes for to be DP. Nice. Oh my God, we weave the projectile from there. 6 picking as well. Maccas saying you gotta be respectful of my DPs. If not, I'm gonna win the set. Great stuff from both those players. Duel 1, let's rock, guys. Sorry, I'm a little late. I'm a little late on that one. The announcer beat me to it, huh? Guys, what's going on? Jeekly Academy, G-lug, ElMosco. Can I call you Glug? Is Glug fine instead of G-lug? Nice 5D to start us off. Okay, you know what's awesome about that full charge dust is that ElMosco, I'm going to keep it real. I don't want to overhype him. One of my favorite players of all time, okay? Definitely one of my favorite players I've ever seen ever, okay? I don't mean to overhype him, okay? No overhype here. Definitely one of the most fun shits I've ever seen. They're going to be doing some crazy shit. I'm going to keep it a buck. So G-lug also already coming in with that energy. I'm very excited. I'm going to keep it a million. We're going to cancel in the super. ElMosco is going to be able to take this first round. Glug had a really strong start there. But Mosco with a couple of quick hits with that rope, able to finish you off. Nice counter hit here from Glug. Wasn't able to get that conversion after. And ElMosco in hit stun. His fucking present 6P, man. Here we go. Oh my God, no way that command grab connected. I don't know how that one is coded. Weird one, but nice burst there from Glug. ElMosco recognizing that we were in a bad spot, was ready with that DP after. And a couple hits, man. ElMosco just sending these special moves, is able to take this first game. We were just sending it there at the end, man. ElMosco saying, hey, got to keep up with me. That first DP was pretty smart right there. Good reaction there from, I don't know. Maybe ElMosco just picking the DP on the wake up, but I think that that was a smart one because Glug, but it was a good answer to Glug's smart answer to burst you in the corner in the first place, right? So that was pretty cool. Dude, Mosco dogged me in my first ever academy. Haven't seen him play in a while, dude. Well, I think it was, I'm not trying to put ElMosco on blast. I think he had a controller issue for a minute, so it kept him away for a second there, which was unfortunate. But he's back today at least. And we're looking okay. We at least got one game on the board, but it is first to 3. So Glug, what do you got? We've had Glug here in these academies before. I think we've had Glug even on stream. Strong main player here so far. Trying to get through this YRC. I love that 6P to answer back ElMosco's approach. And these counter hits from Glug by putting out these, these walls of normals have been really paying off. Especially when we get these counter hit confirms after. They're already answering back here. ElMosco. Oh my God. Okay. All right. That burst was actually very well timed, right? Because ElMosco unfortunately getting cornered there off the good throw confirm off that counter hit. Glug doesn't get the wall break. ElMosco able to get that D key out, but Glug showing you reversal right back. Did that corner steal? Oh my god. What a crazy corner steal there from Glug. I didn't even realize we were going to be able to steal that one. Oh, Larry's in the chat. What's going on, Larry? How you feeling, homie? HariTime, you're silly. You're silly. If you're watching the VOD, guys, twitch.tv/itsgeek. Twitch.tv/itsgeek. Appreciate y'all. ElMosco on that counter hit, getting spooked a bit, spends that burst. Glug keeping in the corner, though. There's that full charge dust again, but this time it's going to be a lot. He doesn't get that finisher after, so no positive bonus. ElMosco still not in a great spot HP-wise, but keeping this May in the corner. Nice, safe jump. No, unfortunately. Gets hit by that second hit. Doesn't get that full punish after, so Glug not in a bad spot, is opting to keep that burst, and I think that's smart. If you can afford to win this round still and keep the burst, yeah, look at that. So smart there, Glug. Doesn't feel pressured to spend that burst early. Is very patient with it, says, okay, yeah, I'm getting low here, but I just need to wake up and look at my time, and was able to get it. And look at this. Getting another strong combo here. That is so much right on the side of ElMosco. I like that. Still active those J2Ks. The burst coming back just in time. This time the first hit catches us. The PRC from Glug was going to potentially go for some nasty mix there. That can be a crazy reversal super with 100 tension. But this time the first hit connects. Glug able to get away with that one. We're going to game 4 here. ElMosco definitely spooking us here at the beginning. Glug sort of slowing things down a bit. Saying, okay, I'm ready with these reversals. You're running up on me. I got this killer whale, especially when you got 100 tension. Now, this isn't a crazy swap here from the Chipp to the Nago. ElMosco does have that secondary Nago. It can be a crazy, explosive character here. I've seen it. ElMosco is stealing quite a couple games with this Nago. Trying to go for that white wall assault under Glug here. Draining some blood. We're getting high up there, but with one bite, that's all we need to start going for our offense again. Goes for that 6K, but in the gap, Glug is ready with that back throw. Not in a bad spot here. ElMosco with a great mash. Glug tried to steal that corner again, but this time the mash saves us. 100 tension. ElMosco goes for that throw, but was out of range. The 2S does connect here. 6P again. You gotta red RC that, ElMosco. You gotta, homie. There it comes. There it goes. Darcy blows. I would have played today if I was free. I want to see my boys in top 8, both Glug and Foys. That's cool. Y'all got a little group out here. That's fire. And Waffle Man. I love how Waffle Man comes in. And Waffle Man. Shout out to the Twitch chat, y'all. Here we go. Glug trying to get some hits in, man. I'm not gonna lie, messaging in the Discord to get our next match set up, and I'm hearing counter hit, counter hit. Here we go, guys. Set point here for Glug, but ElMosco with a really clutch swap back to this Nago. It's definitely a strong character, man. And ElMosco, when we got this May in the corner, kind of suffocating you a bit. That full charge. Okay, I love that. ElMosco said, you may hit me the first 2 times. No! Mosco, please, God! Okay, we're fighting here. No, the pop, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe. Oh, the Chipp with that S Dolphin. Great stuff there, Glug. Gonna be able to take this one 3-1. ElMosco. Got to go on that loser side on that Nago. Yo, chat's popping off right now, actually. Y'all are fucking going crazy. I see Min Chipp up here. What's going on, Min Chipp? Chipp, I meant to join. Oh, okay. Let's go up Dr. Doom. I see you, Dr. Doom. How you living, homie? Smart Dum Dum is here. I actually got HariTime into the game. Is that true? I put him in the blender until he got good. Okay, I'll have to say that when the match starts. Okay, ready. We're qualifying for top 8 winner side at the G-League Academy out of here, y'all. It's going to be HariTime up against DekuNut. If you've watched an Academy bracket before, you've probably seen these two duking it out. And I do want to call it out. So, I mean, HariTime was hyping this one up beforehand, saying, gee, this match matters. And I've been learning some in the meantime. DekuNut apparently was actually the person who got HariTime into the game originally, which makes sense timeline-wise because I feel like I saw both these players getting into the Academy brackets, getting into beginner brackets in general around the same time, especially getting the top 8s. DekuNut with a very strong start to that round. Awesome stuff. I do also want to do a quick shout-out. Thank you very much, ElMosco and the ANC internship. They gave us a raid right before the match started, so thank you so much, ElMosco. Guys, there's other beginner brackets out there. If you stumbled here, thank you so much. But there's so much more. So if you're watching this one and you're like, oh man, I missed it. Oh geez, guys, there's like, I think there's weekly ones. Don't quote me on that. Many bi-weekly ones, many monthly ones, and then also ElMosco does the actual the internship series where you actually learn with a mentor, which is like actually godlike. That's I can't hype it up enough. You got to go learn about it. So. Here we go. Enough glaze, enough glaze. HariTime trying to finish off this round against DekuNut, man, who has that burst. I could see a burst from DekuNut here if we got the hit, that is. But no, it's going to be the red RC drift up. DekuNut's finishing off that round and getting this game on the board. But HariTime in another universe is able to fight out of that corner. At the very least, get DekuNut to start bursting there, right? I could see DekuNut bursting here. You get HariTime 2K2Ds there, DekuNut bursts. You do 2K2D and you block, DekuNut burst that, you bait it, you get close slash 2H after. That's all you need. And you win that game. So it's okay. Watch the VOD, and we're coming back. Smart dum-dum. Oops, all beginner brackets. So many brackets. It's awesome. It's honestly awesome. It's awesome. I think that was one of the reasons I got into Strive brackets was because, you know, ironically enough, there were so many. I was like, wow, there's so many. I want to do it too, you know? You know, I guess maybe it's more logical to be like, let me pick a game that doesn't have many brackets. But I was like, hey, okay, well, I'll do that too. I like that game also. And all y'all like this game, so we're all here. It's so sick. Oh my god, yeah, that's what you have to do against those lariats, right? You got to be willing to throw out that 6P hurt box. And, you know, especially if HariTime is building up the tension to try to go for those lariat RCs. Finding the gap, DPs you through, uses the stamina to get more Oki after, but HariTime uses the YRC to kind of negate that situation. Deku's trying to build up some stamina here. So those next conversions are going to be enough to kill. I mean, at this point, just red RC will do it. I mean, at that point, you didn't even need red RC. Just a simple conversion after. For DekuNut, just a couple Gatlings. And a counter hit after linking that 5K. Great. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. DekuNut on the round start linked into that 5K and then broke the wall. That is insane, dude. Great stuff here. DekuNut playing awesome here on this Sin, bro. Y'all are barely beginners. Y'all know that? HariTime fighting back, though. Good blocks from DekuNut. We're going on each side. Looking for that chance to gap, to DP through the gap. Great stuff here. DekuNut goes into that Tyrant Barrel to close out game 2. Very strong stuff here from the Sin, saying, hey, I may have got you into the game, but when we're on the same screen, there ain't no brotherly love out here, right? There's only one winner, guys. That's what sucks about these games, man. It's awesome. It's like so awesome and so shitty. Like, right? It's like it's the yin and yang, right? Duel 1. Only one comes out on top. And I'm a fan of both these players. And guys, this is not even top 8, right? This is just a winner side qualifier, so we're trying to get up there still. Oh, trying to go for that throw after. Maybe HariTime was trying to get a dash macro input to get that micro dash throw, but we still got this Sin here in the corner, but not for too long. but it did cost most of Deku's stamina here. Going to use that tension to keep the combo going. Definitely wanted to send HariTime through the wall, but hey, we take those. Unfortunate cross-up connection there. Deku going to use that stamina that we just gotten to keep that pressure going. HariTime trying to fight out of that corner, but DekuNut going to send you through the wall regardless. We're here on set point. Nice hits here from HariTime. Putting DekuNut on the back foot. Unfortunately, only a soft knockdown, so not in crazy pressure after, but I like what HariTime chose to do. Just pulling out that projectile, which we haven't been over-representing this set either, by the way. Goes for that super, but as long as DekuNut did not commit to an option, is able to still get that jump, and HariTime was ready with the burst. And Deku's in this corner. Whiffs on both sides, but the projectile connects. But oh my god, an amazing burst time there from DekuNut is actually able to corner HariTime. This could be a winning situation, unless, of course, HariTime gets that counter hit and it's able to get out of that corner. That was spooky, right? Because Deku, having this Elphelt with your back to the wall, would put you in a bad spot there. We're even up and around, still set point for this Sin. Full stamina. You don't have that tension, but you can use that stamina pretty well. You've seen a lot of cool cancel options from DekuNut in this game alone. Nice job pulling out that DP. Staggering with the 2K, but the YRC still connects. HariTime gets a chance to play that game back, but Deku says, hey, good idea. Sends that YRC right back at you. No stamina. The projectile does connect. No win for deflect shield, but it turned into wild assault, and HariTime was able to get the hit. Okay, gapless pressure there for a second, but Deku was ready with the back throw at the end. YRC that gets some distance. Oh my god, the Hawkbaker from downtown. Use the stamina to cancel and keep that pressure going, and the Tyrant Barrel in a very close set. Very close last round there, closes it out. Great stuff there, DekuNut. Going on to that winner side of top 8. Alright, y'all, so this is kind of crazy, okay? So DekuNut was able to get up to that winner side of top 8 on this Sin, but he's gonna have to get through Liquid Void. Now, if you don't know who Liquid Void is, it's because you aren't watching Guilty Gear Strive in the afternoon time slot, because she streams a lot. What is it like? I don't want to get your schedule wrong, but streamer of the game out here playing Guilty Gear Strive and opening up rooms for the community playing this Giovanna. Looking pretty strong right now, getting this throw here. Void also been helping out recently modding the brackets. So if you've been joining the Friday brackets, you've probably had Void running your pool. So here she is, not just running brackets for the game, streaming the game, but she's going to start kicking your ass, bro. God damn! Good throws here from Void. Right, dude, did you see she went for that burst bait? Deku not falling for it, though. No way you counter hit convert that. I was like, oh, no, need one more hit to kill? No. She counter hit confirmed that one. DekuNut, okay, here. DekuNut's going to have to get out of this corner against Void. She's going to look for those stagger situations with that wolf kick, man. Especially if she has RC to keep it safe after. It can be kind of scary pressing against that Giovanna. Void's going to try to sprinkle up quite a bit of those dog kicks. Was it 214K? Quite a bit of those dog kicks to try to catch you pressing. And when you're not pressing, she's going to throw you, man. She's going to throw you multiple times in a row. And the way she does it is she'll do 2P dash or like 5P dash. She'll do like a lot of like dash off of like a Pino almost. But it's been a long time since I played Void actually, so I don't actually know. We'll see. The blocks right here, Deku. Good throw here off those stamina cancels. And linking off that 6K hit. Yeah. Void saying, hey, I don't want to give you that positive bonus. I'm ready for that burst. No worries, Cheesecake. I see you in the chat down there. I see LaQuai, Danny on green. How you feeling, man? GP Academy's been fun so far. DekuNut clapping right back. Going down that last game, but this one saying, hold on. I didn't get a chance to show off what I got. Nice counter hit. 5H here. Void getting that counter hit confirmed. That's going to break the wall unless Deku's ready with this burst. No! Okay. Deku going to hold on to that burst here. Void in a really good spot off of that counter hit, man. Void will be getting her burst here. It may be on this side of the wall. Yeah, goes ahead and spends it. Doesn't want to give that positive bonus away to this Sin, who gets the 2S hit on the other side. Void does have that empowered 100 tension, but he's going to have to wake up on this hard knockdown and get some hits in, unless Deku doesn't let you, trying to bait out a reverse, trying to bait out a YRC. You saw Deku saying, do something, like poking with a stick or something. Do something. But that's because he was trying to bait out that YRC. Saw that Void was completely full of tension and was trying to catch her, you know, scrambling. Not falling for it. Or it looked like there maybe Void actually was selecting YRC on that second hit, but had delayed it so much that it came out as BRC, I wonder.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
That multi-hit 2S catching Deku here. Spending that burst, doesn't want to get that positive bonus away. Void able to build up a decent amount of tension, gets that jump in hit, and going to take Deku over here to the wall. We got a lot of stamina in our back pocket here on the side of this Sin, man. Doesn't get that chance to spend it. Void being very aggressive there, gets a perfect here in this top 8. Both players spaced out quite a bit there. Both the far slashes and 2Ds not connecting, but Deku is the first one that gets some good hits in this round. Void was ready with her burst. Nice. I love that anti-air there from Void. Ended up being a trade, but that was good enough, right? Because trade hits against airborne opponents benefit the grounded player here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Deku holding forward. Got the corner stolen on himself. Held the burst. Probably didn't expect that wall break. Holy shit. That was such a weird one. Hopefully I caught that corner steal in the replay. What a weird one, man. Yeah, Deku probably just holding forward there at the very end. Just by a frame, a single frame, bro.
Duel 1.
Game 4 of this top 8, guys. Been a fun one so far. Deku trying to get some stuff started, man. Void gonna burst you back. Deku holding on to this burst right here so far. Hey, wise hold on to that burst, right? Didn't spend on that immediate counter hit. Void dropping her combo. Deku's going to be able to have that burst for offense or maybe another defensive situation we need it. Or not at all, right? Getting this opening on Void here. No stamina, but the positive bonus and the tension. I mean, damn, you didn't need anything there. Just a 2S counter hit to close it out. The burst in your back pocket as well. Void trying to close some distance here. Look, she's spacing herself out and then trying to get back in. What was that? Was that 6S unfortunate stuff? Maybe try to do like dash far slash. I don't personally play Giovanna. I don't know the inputs, but I like that. Linking with that 5P after. Well time YRC gets some distance back. Deku trying to show you that air dash back JH. It's a hell of an option, but not against Void pressing that far slash. The 2S buys you this corner pressure. Void using that deflect shield to get some distance away from this DekuNut. But the 6K connects, and with that red RC, or rather with that 50 tension after, was able to close out the set. Strong stuff there, Deku. Oh, close out the game. Excuse me. Excuse me. I brain farted in that whole last sequence. Excuse me. A lot of misspeaks. Of course, we're going to game 5 here. Going back and forth out here. Is Void streaming, by the way? I didn't even think to ask. Oh, not today. Looks like maybe she's just focusing on the bracket. Okay.
Duel 1.
Okay. Both players big swinging. HariTime said, Deku, you better win so I can beat you. That's bars. That's actually fucking bars. That was HariTime, by the way. That's bars. It's like Yu Yu Hakusho when he's like, we were supposed to be rivals when Yusuke dies or whatever. We were supposed to be rivals. No spoilers, by the way. I think it's like literally the first episode. All right, Void out here with 100 tension, man. Using that PRC to keep her approach safe. Deku does get a hit here and is going to send you through the wall. Great stuff. Had to spend some stamina there, but it was worth it. If you get this hard knockdown after, it's going to be that overhead, but no tension to keep that hit into a wall break. So Void gets a chance to breathe here, but not for long. It's going to be that beak driver. Red RC! Okay, you actually do have a chance to breathe here. Void with that counter hit far slash. Oh my god, trying to keep it going, but the 2P of Barre from DekuNut. Whoa. Wow. Very close last round there, but DekuNut coming out on top and is on that set point position in this game 5. Very active with these 6Ps, putting this Giovanna in the corner. Try to go for fast PRC low. Void doesn't get opened up. And in fact, she's going to get this Sin cornered, running this pressure. Thrown back here into this corner. I like that deflection to get that distance back. Dude, that dash far slash has been paying dividends for Void. Great option. Deku gets a throw here on that pull-up, and the 6K takes it. Close set from both these players, but DekuNut moves on. The G-League Academy 25 on the winner side. All right, y'all. G-League Academy 25. Winner side top 8. It's Foys up against Zernoz. Very well-timed burst there. Put this Sin in the corner. I put up a vote right before the match started, guys. And here we go. Let me go ahead. Zernoz up against Foys. Zernoz up here with the hashtag Testa Cult. I'm unfamiliar. I'm not initiated on the Testa Cult. I don't know if they you know what they're up to nowadays, but maybe Zernoz can send you a pamphlet. Foys looking really strong, cashing out with all that stamina, but with that you don't have those resources out there for pressure. But hey, you do got that burst bait. Oh my god, Foys able to get that jump in, and then the burst bait after Zernoz in the corner here. With a well-placed back throw, gets a chance to breathe. Not for long, though. It's going to be that Hawk Baker stamina cancel after. I love that BRC to get some distance back, and then the slowdown was able to see that Foys are committed to an option. Got the punish after. I don't know, man. The way this Testament's playing, this could be a Zernoz round. We're looking really strong there. Foys was able to finish our food. You know, at that point, Zernoz, unfortunately, did not have a lot of HP to play with, right? Couldn't even trade at that point. Even if you're quote-unquote correct, but trade with your opponent wouldn't have been enough, right? You'd have to be completely squeaky clean, excuse me. But I think we got some good information there. Reminder, this game is first to 3. And trust me, it needs it. It fucking needs it, bro. This game needs it. That's why we play it. All right, what do we got? Bursting back here, trying to get out of that corner. Zernoz getting DP back, though. Foys a little patient here with that stamina. I like that Foys keeping that stamina really only cashes out for those big damage situations. I mean, even they're only needed to spend 1 bar to get all of that HP against Zernoz. Got that meaty Reaper to keep down this Sin. The 2K catches Foys and keeps the Sin in the corner. Unfortunately, couldn't get the micro dash for the throw after. Foys seeing that whip, capitalizes on the situation and takes that round. Oh, unfortunate stuff. The Reaper couldn't make that connection. The Arbiter sign, excuse me. Couldn't make that connection after Zernoz able to get that burst and the close slash link after the projectile. That was actually kind of sick there from Zernoz. Oh, wow. Unfortunately, couldn't get the meaty Reaper there, so Foys was able to get the throw. The 6H dunking you down, though, Zernoz. Sending a message with that normal. I love the 5K catch in here at the very end. Evening up the rounds, man. This Testament is swinging, bro. I like watching Zernoz, actually. Guys, we haven't had a Testament graduate from the Academy since, you guys remember? Pop quiz. I know. And this isn't that thing where, like, I'm like, I don't know and I'm just having you guys tell me. I genuinely know. You guys remember who the first Testament, the only Testament that graduated from the Academy was? Any OGers? Red RC doesn't connect with the opponent, so you know the burst was spent, and Zernoz is able to get this game too. They couldn't keep me down. Router reset, and I'm back in top 8, baby. Fuck yeah, Plant. Let's go. Fuck yeah, Plant. Thanks for being a good sport about that, by the way, homie. Appreciate you. Sorry about the trouble. All right, time's up, guys. It was self-satisfied. Self-satisfied. That was a long time ago. I think that was our third G-lug graduate ever, Academy graduate ever. Self-satisfied. I think it was Academy 3. I think. I don't know. I think they go by selfie now? I'm not sure. Damn, that was a long time ago. Year and a half ago? I'm not sure. Anyway, Zernoz gonna get that meaty Reaper after. Actually, did it even connect? I'm not even sure if it did. Counter hit comes out. Foys, despite that stain, was still fighting back. Zernoz spends the burst, and I actually don't mind that burst. 100 tension, and you don't want to give that positive bonus away to that sin, especially after Foys had already committed all that stamina. So very well-timed system mechanic usage here from Zernoz. In fact, oh, unfortunately couldn't get the close slash link. So Foys is going to clap back here, uses Red RC to keep the combo going. Not enough to kill, but you do got the Testament cornered. The overhead connects, no stamina to keep it going, but the on-hit mental stack is enough for Foys to close it out with a throw. Unfortunate stuff there. Zernoz had that sin dead to rights, but hey, that's all in the past. Is able to get that burst bait, couldn't keep that combo going after. Man, unfortunately, another chunk of connection here. That's okay, we're trying to get through it, guys. Damn. Gonna go for that timer barrel. Zernoz has his burst here on the other side. We're gonna use the YRC, something a little less committal there. I actually like that as the first choice. A quick Reaper as an anti-air here on Foys. Whipping that DP input. Zernoz, I love this. Zernoz actually playing it kind of safe here with some of those projectiles. Just waiting for a projectile combo rather than getting in your face, right? Because you don't want to risk getting hit by that sin at all with that life total. And Zernoz can get some nasty conversions with like Reaper into Unholy Diver after. Sometimes can juggle people with the low Arbiter signs as well. So Zernoz showing you some cool stuff, baiting a lot of bursts as well, by the way. Foys is going to go into that early Tyrant Barrel. Didn't get the follow-up hit, though, unfortunately. So Zernoz is still on this side of the screen. The 2H counter hits in this Testament. Gets out of the corner, and unfortunately couldn't get the wall break, but I saw what you were going for there. Close slashing the 2H would have been nuts. Foys trying to get out of this corner, man. But it's going to be that JD. It's going to be that overhead mix-up from Zernoz down to the wire from both these players. But this Testament gets game 3. Still got another to the side. He was going to go up to that winner's final side. Foys looking really strong here on this end. Zernoz coming back a bit here with this Testament. I really like how this Testament's been playing. It's been a good one so far. So I think we're going to do G-lug or glug and plant next, I think. If I'm not mistaken. When we get there, of course. But until then, guys, we're playing this one out. G-lug Academy 25. Zernoz getting a counter hit close slash here. He's already getting that burst away from the Sin as well. This Testament is in a really great spot to potentially close it out here. Canceling into that Succubi super. That's going to be a perfect year for Zernoz. Trying to go to that winner's finals side. And we got some Zernoz fans in the chat. Let's see what we got out here. We got some Foys. I think we saw some Foys fans earlier as well. Oh, was that a Kara overhead there? That was a tricky one. Chasing down this Testament here. Zernoz is going to burst you back. Oh my god. Okay, unfortunately didn't get a big conversion after, but that burst bait was nuts, bro. Zernoz seeing it come back just in time. Foys here with 100 pension can still take this round away, but we just got to get a chance to wake up. Zernoz not letting you have it. Went for a preemptive 6-8 to take out this Sin here on a pixel. 50 tension to fight back with and a lot of stamina. Foys could potentially do it with this hard knockdown here. Zernoz, of course, having 50 tension on our own, uses the PRC as a sort of like a Vorpal on wake up. And it matches that 2P after. Takes what we deserve there. The 3-1 to move on to winners finals. Here we go, guys. We're on the loser side of this G-lug top 8. It's going to be Glug up against Plant. Prediction coming at you in the chat, guys. It's May v. Axel. You saw Glug earlier. You saw Plant earlier. I'm putting up this prediction. Go ahead and get some information from this first game to change your vote, possibly. Glug, right, already getting this reversal super to send Plant through the wall and get this hard knockdown after. And converting that counter hit Dolphin into a command throw. And Glug there, so eager to close out the game, was just finishing it off with 5P, keeping it simple. Plant going to try to keep you back with some of these tornadoes. Glug has to be careful about jumping over them, right? Very vertical hitbox, super, super plus on block. So you have to be careful about jumping in against Plant, getting out some of these whistling winds. But until then, Glug is looking hot out here on these Dolphins. Has 50 tension to back ourselves up here. Plant going for a nice anti-air, but unfortunately just a moment too late. But not too late that time. Almost got the conversion off the whistling wind as well. PRC keeps yourself safe, but the full charge dust from Glug. Plant spends the burst to stay alive here. And these wins are so good, man. Honestly, just keep doing them. Yes, honestly, because if Glug gets too juggled by them, it could be curtains, but not today. Glug is able to still close out that round, despite Plant sort of getting some great zoning there at the very end. Keeping down this Glug, chipping them away with these whistling winds, and we're varying the timings, right? We're going between our charged and uncharged winds, trying to see if we can't mix up Glug here. But at the very end there, your HP too low. Glug was able to dolphin in, get one hit, and close it out. The 3K connects. Plant doing an early burst here to try to get some distance back here against this May. And Glug doing some respect here for those whistling winds, right? A lot of uncharged ones. Plant doesn't want to commit too hard to the charge here when the May is right in your face with that S Dolphin. Right, just a simple charge input in terms of speed to get on you quickly with a Dolphin. You don't want to try to commit to something too long in someone's face right there. Glug able to execute out that full charge dust combo. Jumping over Plant here. I'm not sure how the hurt box is going to work. Keeping it safe though with that red RC. No, unfortunately didn't get our position corrected. Maybe we did air super. Oh yeah, of course, because that overdrive is air okay. Perhaps we were so excited to input it that we were still in the air and then get the turnaround. I think that's what happened. If we landed on the ground, I think we would have gotten our turnaround to get the super in the correct direction. Another full charge dust here. Glug taking advantage of that option. Of course, it is very scary if it gets blocked, especially going for that full charge one. Plant getting a 2K2D can start mixing you up after. With even that actual zoning, and getting 2K2D can be enough to get you all mixed up with those instant overheads with that jumping J8. Glug going to be able to bait that burst out, keeping these Axel in the corner, but the throw takes it. Glug trying to smother out this zoner, staying on top of you with these Dolphins and such. Doesn't want to give Plant too much freedom to get comfortable with those whistling winds. And honestly, just the burst baits as well have been very, very strong here from Glug. We got some Glug fans in the chat saying, lock it in, Glug. Let's go, Glug. We'll see. We'll see what we got. Plant gonna dunk it down with that JH. Unfortunately, didn't get that link after with what is that is it 2S? I think it's actual 2S that is that very niche normal you see there, and that's 6K. Actually got some weird normals, bro. I think that's 6K at least. Try to go for that 2S again. Glug able to get over you there. Doing that counter hit. Cashing out a lot of damage here against Plant. Doesn't get the super after, but dude, all that damage, it's good enough, huh? Plant going for a reversal here on this wall break. Well placed. Glug with 100 tension, however. Can get crafty with these jump-ins potentially. Another full charge whistling wind, but the dolphin still connects the killer whale, however. Sorry, wrong mammal. Get my mammals mixed up over here. All right, guys. Added my next players. Thanks for being patient with that. Orca top 1. Orca best in the game. Orca was top 5 last patch for sure. Orca was at least top 5 last patch. If you didn't agree, you were on something. You were smoking something. Gonna burst in this corner. Plant has basically 100 tension, 50 to start at least. The burst is gonna give us a chance to breathe out of this corner. Needs one more hit to take it, but another killer whale. PRC to keep it safe that time. The full charge dust getting blocked. You know what the irony is of that? Is that if only Glug just did tap dust, then we probably could have been okay there. Like if we did a quick tap dust, because the PRC dolphin killer whale rather would have kept us safe. So that's the greed biting you in the ass, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm just gonna call it out like I see it. I mean, to be fair, those full charge dusts have been hitting like crazy though. Nice whistling wind here. Is it called whistling wind, by the way, guys? I've called it whistling wind this whole fucking set. I actually do not know. I think it is. I don't know why I'm so confidently saying that. It's got to be close. It's got to at least be close. Red RC to keep the pressure going. It's going to be a deep throw attempt there at the very end. I spaced that one out for you. The burst gets baited, but Plant unfortunately didn't get a bait, or rather a punish after. Glug gets that chance to breathe. Jumps over the wind. Takes that set. Guys, welcome everyone. We're still chugging through this loser side of the G-lug Academy 25 top 8. And we got HariTime up against Maccas. Now we all know what Maccas loves. I won't read the name out loud, but y'all can see it. HariTime here going to be caught. Going to be sent to that wall, in fact, but we were able to build up some of this tension. I got my license, by the way. That's my goat right there. Zombie, what times do you drive so I can stay home? But that's my goat right there. Good shit, homie. HariTime trying to get something started here with this tension, man. JDing over your head. Maccas having 100 tension right back. Doesn't get that chance to spend it, though. Catches the backdash with the JS. Awesome stuff there, HariTime. Oh, wow, dude. HariTime, honestly, doing a great job of, the layer 1 being catching back at. It's been really strong. Freak you, I'm a great driver. Bet you are, homie. I used to say the same thing. I'm just playing. You know I'm just fucking with you, bro. That's it. Every time I'm going to wire see you back. Man, Maccas slamming that bar slash, and I don't blame you. If I was playing Unika, bro, my slash button would be broken. I'd have to be replacing that thing every weekend. Hope everybody's having fun today in the bracket, man. You know what's really awesome about this top 8, guys? We haven't had this for an academy in a long time. I'm going to keep it a buck because a lot of our academy is a lot of returning faces, which is a good problem, to be clear. I love that. You know, we got a lot of strong players. But we got, what, 1, 2, 3... Did E-Girls top before? No. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5... 6. We got 6 new top 8ers in the G-League Academy today, which means 6 new people are getting brand new spanking rolls on their names. Awesome, colorful lights all over their usernames in the GQ Discord that you can only show in the GQ Discord, but it's still kind of cool. Shouts to, oh fuck, was it Anchored Prince who came up with that idea? Anchor came up with that idea, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot, and I love that idea. Such a great idea. Nice hit here. HariTime with a really strong round start, or rather a really strong last round, I should say. But Maccas right here just slamming you on each side. Couldn't get that link out there. Probably didn't expect HariTime to get counter hit there on that 2H follow-up, but they're looking good here. Building up that tension. Gonna anti-air you with the gun dipper, man. Like daughter, like father, like daughter. Your stun dippers, it's such a good anti-air. Of course, we were catching HariTime on the recovery of that first projectile, right? So that's why that was, and it's a great choice there from Maccas, closing that distance. Really builds a sense of community. Oh, you're talking about like all the like returning faces? For sure. For sure. Daughter Dipper better, but y'all ain't ready for that combo. I saw a Daughter Dipper today not connect, and I'm like, they just buffed Kai Stun Dipper to like always connect in those situations, and I saw a Unika Stun Dipper in this bracket today not connect, and I'm like, bro, they just buffed that for Kai. That's crazy. Guys, this is a really close game, too. Holy shit. HariTime with 100 tension, but didn't get to spend it. Oh, unfortunate stuff there from HariTime. Just, I mean, I'm trying to avoid using the word force, but you know, we just wanted to get in there and just run it against Maccas here in the corner, but just didn't get that chance to. Maccas with a reversal super and then that DP after said, hey, I did not buy this game to block. I didn't enter the G-League Academy 25 to block. Good. Oh, dude, HariTime showing you awesome stuff there. If you hold up back there, you can call out a lot of options, or rather defend yourself against a lot of options. So HariTime being able to block out that overhead. The Bombast catches you here, crossing up on each side. Probably didn't expect Maccas to get hit by that first one. Was ready with the second one just in case. Able to take out this round in the scramble. HariTime looking strong here on this Elphelt. You know, we're talking about a sense of community, bro. HariTime been in the academy since single digits, I think, bro. Is that right, HariTime? HariTime was in the GQ Discord back when we had like the community section, and I mean HariTime has seen every mod we've ever had. Nice burst bait there from HariTime. Oh my god. Deku, I actually never knew that you actually got HariTime into the game, or I don't know the exact details on that, but that's interesting. That's cool. I feel like a lot of people get into the game that way, huh? I actually got into the game because I actually got one of my friends into the game.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Nice stuff there. I like that Maccas uses that gun dipper to call out HariTime doing that jump back projectile. It definitely can be pretty annoying as the you know, when Elphelt is your opponent trying to get around them just doing like double jump, up back, 236S, 236H. It can be kind of hard to deal with depending on, you know, your a level of patience and also what tools you have. But Maccas here, very patient, and has that gun dipper from Unika to back herself up. Went for a very preemptive super there. HariTime getting whiff punished. Maccas takes this first round of Game 4 with a massive burst advantage. Well, I said, okay, not massive burst advantage, barely a burst advantage. In fact, HariTime's about to get his back. I like these P normals from both sides. HariTime showing that up back, trying to get out of that overhead option. And it can get you out of those throws as well, but Maccas was able to get that one to connect. Maccas here, I wouldn't have hated bursting there because you basically had 100 tension and you prevent HariTime from getting that positive bonus. But this is still very good for Maccas with all that tension, but HariTime ever so closer to robbing this round away. Maccas is going to have to make a choice here. And are you trying to potentially, at this point, I guess you have to keep the burst at this point, unless you're for sure going to take it, but no, not today. HariTime with that 100 tension, just going up back, going for projectile. And I like that from HariTime. Unfortunately, we lost a round earlier. I'll say it out loud, where HariTime probably could have just played lane and went for those projectiles and won the round, but instead went into Maccas' face and then got hit, right? But that time, HariTime did the exact opposite and was able to take that last round, and then you can get Maccas impatient. I think that that's going to pay off. You get them impatient with these projectiles, and then when they try to go up and, you know, take their turn, you're ready with things like those reversal supers. And HariTime never getting hit by those overheads. But at this point, I've gotten hit by every overhead. HariTime hit by 0. Here we go, guys. It's going to be Glug up against Zernoz. Oh, my God. Freudian slip, guys. I'm reading something right now. It's going to be oh, my God. Going to be Glug up against Void out here. And I got the prediction ready in the Twitch chat. I'm trying to type and read 4 things. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Here we go. Glug here on this May. And I love the way that Glug plays as a spectator. But I imagine if you're up against the way that Glug is running this pressure, you're having a hard time because Glug plays the way that they want to. They're going to throw out these 5Hs when it's time. They're going to be throwing out these charged dusts. And they're going to be doing a lot of damage with these 100 tension killer whale setups. The Void can't crack under that pressure. Let's try to stabilize this May a bit. That's kind of how you, that's one approach at least of playing against players like this, right? Is, hey, look, you're playing like a gorilla, respectfully, you know, with love, cordially. How do I slow you down? And sometimes it's going to take multiple games to do that. Speaking of, Glug is able to take this first one here on this May with that back throw after already getting so much damage applied here on this Giovanna. Void coming alive here, starting to run her turn there at the end. And you can see when she gets that pressure going, she can be pretty lethal there. But at that point, your HP was too low. One drop there on that 5H. And Glug was able to capitalize, getting that back throw. I learned that combo earlier. What's going on, Crimch? What's going on, Ganny? I see you, homie. DekuNut, Scary Larry. Lance out here. How's it going, everybody? The burst gets baited. Void pulling up to the other side of you. He's able to get that burst bait. Glug didn't get a huge conversion off that first counter hit. Dolphin is getting some of this pressure, though. Void picking that 6P for Glug in the RC slowdown. Represents 5H. Doesn't get that link off the charge dust, but the damage looks insane. Void trying to throw out some hitboxes here with that bar slash. Can be a hell of a normal to catch people. Trying to get too preemptive. Glug going for that throw on the wake up. Void getting a lot of damage here, and she's about to have that tension. Gonna cancel into this super. I'm looking at Glug's 50 tension though. It's just gonna be a simple jump back, jump normal. Glug definitely getting spooked there, but still able to finish our food. Void showing you, hey, you can't give her a chance to breathe because she's gonna start taking you out in rounds like that one. Glug gonna have to start closing out these rounds sooner, unless we give Void more of that opportunity to show what she's got. But right now, this May looking strong, sending this Giovanna through the wall, chasing down these Dolphins and PRC to keep it safe. 100 tension spent there, Void having her burst, trying to show that 6P against the Dolphin, saying, hey, I know that I can try to answer this option that way. But Glug, using it so often, so frequently, and so sporadically, can be kind of hard to call out at times. And this May, getting game 2, looking kind of strong here. SMH Weasel, thank you for that follow, homie. I did like that gold burst there from Void. Glug being too aggressive there with those 5Hs, just playing how he wanted to there at the very end, or how they wanted to. Actually, I don't know the pronouns. Let me see. Oh, it is he. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, playing how they wanted to there at the end. Playing how he wanted to there at the end. I literally just read them and then I messed it up. All right, here we go. Nice. I love that dash far slash there. Void getting a lot of counter hits in the tournament today, not just this set, with that option. Glug spending an early burst here to try to get away from it. Void getting you flipped up on each side. When she runs those rooms on her stream, man, she's catching everybody with that flip kick, cross up overhead, man. Doesn't matter if you're brand new to the game, it's the first time you've seen it, or you're level 10,000, you think you're going to beat up Void. No, she's going to catch you with that option. Counter hit 5Hs here, though. Glug with a little bit of HP and a dream. Going to try to take out Giovanna here, but Void with 100 tension. She could potentially even chip out May here with those normals, but no, going to use that YRC to get some distance back, and with 50 tension still, one hit in the red RC could be enough. Glug trying to pull up with a red RC of her own, spends that burst back. Void, I love that option, right? Void looking out for the early Dolphin, woke up with 6P, but Glug wisely picking the volleyball instead, was able to take out Void and then get this wall break here. Glug going on to set point. Wants to try to move on through this Academy bracket. Void on her last life here, looking strong, getting this counter hit conversion and sending this May through. Glug with 100 tension though, showing us so many killer whale PRC setups. This time we're going to keep that Dolphin safe with a PRC. Trying to throw out that 5H, saying, hey, Void, come walk into this normal. But no, she's timing herself well, getting the whiff punishes instead. The 5D RC connects. Glug about to get his burst back, but instead Void goes for that throw red RC. Glug able to connect that burst, but delays the inevitable as that 2D, the best Giovanna anti-air in her kit, is going to be that 2D. Nice counter hit confirmed here from Glug. A massive counter hit confirmed from Glug. In fact, look at that damage. Void never spooked by the red, though. She's always clawing it back. Has her burst, gets out of that corner. Glug with 100 tension, though, sends that Dolphin and is able to close it out. Strong stuff from those players, man.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Here we go, guys. Oh, I didn't reset the score. Apologies. We're out here playing in the G-lug Academy 25. We're on the loser side of this top 8, trying to see who's going to make up to that loser semis. Trying to get up to 4th place. I mean, even if you lose here, you get at least 5th, which is nothing to scoff at here at the Academy. HariTime going to be sending you through. Nice stuff here. HariTime, one thing I want to point out is that HariTime getting in here with DekuNut bringing you in. HariTime is going to have a lot of Sin XP. I mean, at this point, HariTime, not just against DekuNut, but between, let me see if I can name some of the players. Of course, you got Maccas Shake. Steezer was another very strong Sin. If I'm blanking on you, please don't take it personally. HariTime's having this scene a lot is the point I'm trying to make, so. And if you guys remember some good Sins from the Academy, drop them in. Let's show our respects. But right now, it's going to be Foys taking this round. Yeah, we did. Yeah, there's Shake. We did say Shake. HariTime trying to keep that one going. Going to burst this Foys into the corner. The DP does connect. The YRC a little too space, but HariTime is able to get some hits here. HariTime able to close it out with that 2S2H. Got kind of funky there at the very end. HariTime was still able to close it out. having that Sin matchup experience probably going to benefit you quite a bit. Like I said, played against Deku, played against quite a few Sins here at the Academy. Foys, however, coming in for their first time is going to be showing us some new tricks, okay? It's not going to be as simple. We're going to be showing some new stuff. We're going to be trying some new things out here. Going to put HariTime possibly in some brand new situations, but we'll see. HariTime able to get that first game. Been waiting patient to play this set. HariTime, frequent top 8er over here at the Academy. One of the favorites to make it far. We'll see how they do here. Foys going to get a jump in. Doing a color swap as well. Trying to go for that beak driver conversion after Foys couldn't get that hit. The Tyrant Pharaoh comes out. HariTime going to get some distance back with YRC to keep fighting. The 2H gets that counter hit, and then we counter hit confirmed. Couldn't keep the combo going, unfortunately, and Foys claps it back. Has 100 tension, spends all the stamina, but will be enough to get this hard knockdown. HariTime does have burst. Please don't spend it. Okay, okay. Foys able to get you on the run-up throw. Closing out that round. HariTime still having that burst for ourselves, though. Nice. Catching with the close slash on the other side. HariTime crosses up Foys here. We could potentially see a burst. Yeah, Foys ended up spending it there. HariTime with 100 tension, though, will have a chance to play. Starts with the YRC, but trying to run up with those preemptive bar slashes. Foys calling it out there. HariTime, unfortunately, acting a little too late. The Foys dropping that combo. A lot of scramble here in the corner. HariTime just needs a chance to get a hit. Dude, this match is fucking chunky too, guys. I see it too, by the way. I see it too. This match is chunky. I'm gonna keep it a million. I see it too. Hello, Jeek from the Geekly. What's going on, Medi? How you feeling? I'm assuming that's Medi. I guess a few people have the account now, huh? Or is it always Medikit? I spy a new overlay. Yeah, you'll see him. It is Medi. Yeah, you can see him in throughout the VOD. We got some blue versions of it. We got some red versions of it. We got some green versions of it, in fact. Got a couple versions of it. All right, guys. This one's cool because it's actually split between the votes here. 52% voted on Foys. 48% went to HariTime. So basically even. And look at that. We're even 1-1 as well. So awesome stuff here. HariTime, despite the chunk, able to get these hits. Building up that tension with that positive bonus, man. So despite getting comboed here, we were able to get a lot of resources. We just got to wake up and get a chance to use them. Foys going for that throw. It's going to be the overdrive. HariTime keeping that tension. Trying to get one more hit. Oh, my God. Okay. Okay, HariTime, can you RC super there and possibly kill there? You possibly can. I'd lab that one. I'd lab that one. Not trying to backseat. I'm only saying that because I'm friends with you, homie. Mixing up Foys here. Going to each side with those pine berries. Deadass, I thought he would go for a third flip. I thought so too, Deku. Aren't you proud he didn't? Baiting out that DP. HariTime going to go ahead and close out that round. Sending Foys here. Down another game.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, here we go. You missed registration next month. 4 hops. You're fine. Laquai, would you have played, homie? I'm sorry, Laquai. I would have told you, homie. I'll make sure we'll get you in next time. Yeah, guys, we're doing these monthly now. I'll try to the plan is to do them the second Saturday of every month. So look in December and look at the second Saturday of December, and that's when the next one is planned to be. Tentative though. I could change that, so don't be upset if I change that. Foys. Oh my God, Foys only needs one good hit with RC to close out this round, potentially. Great air conversion with that JD, but because we spent the tension, it wasn't enough to kill. HariTime in the soft knockdown is able to get a chance to breathe here. Foys gonna use that stamina cancel to chip out the Elphelt here on a pixel on a low amount of life, was able to close it out. That 6-speed round start gets a counter hit here for Foys. The burst gets you pushed back. Foys going to use that stamina, canceling that beak driver follow-up to get a pretty solid game 4 here for ourselves. December 13th, next Academy, allegedly. Allegedly. Don't say I didn't warn you if I end up changing it last minute or something, okay? Don't get upset if I change it last minute. We got some HariTime fans in the chat, guys. Reminder, in terms of the votes, it was 50-50. And look at the score here, so definitely reflected in the score how even, in the votes and the score, how evenly matched these players here are today. Foys going to get a throw after that stamina cancel. HariTime doesn't want to play that high-low throw game. Going to spend that burst back. Foys spending our own after that first hit. Having some stamina here. These jump-ins doing some work. Nice jump back there from HariTime. Gets the punish after as well. Building up some tension. Foys getting caught here with that overhead. HariTime's going to turn that one into a wall break for ourselves. We have 50 tension and a lot of stamina on the side of Foys, going for that jump in there, but HariTime clips you with the Rekka, baiting out the DP. I love that from HariTime. Was so confident it was coming out. Literally just waited full screen, went for the far slash punish. Now, on set point for HariTime, but Foys didn't bring it to game 5 on a whim, okay, on luck. You know, we did so with some strong sin play, and we're going to have to pull it out here against HariTime if we want to slow down this Elphelt. The Rekka's connect here, goes for the DP on the gap, but HariTime had already selected 6P. Nice stuff, able to Pineberry through that DP option. Foy's going to spend that burst to stay on this side of the wall. This time getting spooked a bit, possibly on the anti-airs. Didn't spend one there, but spent it on the next jump in. The YRC gets the sin pushed back. HariTime able to go for that overhead. The red RC keeps the pressure going. No punish on that whiff throw. This HariTime is still on you. 6P beating out another DP. Going to use this Rekka combo to bring it to the corner. Red RC to turn it into a break. So close, but not enough to kill. This Sinus came back before. We'll see if they can do it again. Not this time. Shot down by the 236S. HariTime stays alive here in the G-lug Academy 25. All right, y'all. Change of plans out here. I'm going to keep it a buck. We're already halfway through this first round. Some of y'all putting question marks in the chat. You're probably just as confused as I was a couple seconds ago, but I realized my mistake. We still have a losers match to play. I went up the winners first, but hey, we're going to play it out, and we're just fine. The bracket's still going to be the same. We're going to be okay. Oh, man. Sorry about that one, y'all. All right, Foys got this later on. Okay, everybody cheering for Foys. Got me confused as fuck. I was like, wait, what's happening? But no, we figured it out. Thank y'all. Sorry about that. Okay. We got DekuNut up here against Zernoz. We got the other Sin out here in the bracket, man. DekuNut up here on the winner's side. Anytime top 8er here at the Academy, we'll try to get through. Zernoz able to block out these overheads and get our punishing back. That was a tricky one. We got actually the cross up there. I didn't expect that one. Deku trying to go for the jump to possibly call out the throw attempt. And a Versio away. Goes for that early low as well. What is this song, by the way? Any gearheads out here know what song this is? This is a weird one. Or at least that interlude right there was weird. I did not recognize this song. Zernoz here out with 100 tension. The 6H connects, man. I like when Zernoz is preempted with those 6Hs. And it's a wise choice here against Sins, right? Zernoz having the fight against Foys earlier probably has a little bit of matchup muscle memory. That 2-3-6H there can be quite the wall against Sin, right? You can call out the approaching lows like you just saw. Or you can use it to also get an anti-air if DekuNut tries to do a jump in JH or something. You, of course, can also go for the 6Hs, which are, you know, definitely very committal, but looks sick when they hit, huh? Zernoz here was so patient on defense, blocking out that Sin pressure, waited for the right moment and got the 2K. In fact, got the the cross up to put Deku into the corner. PRC to keep yourself safe. I like that 6B there, trying to see if Deku had already committed to a button. Zernoz climbing back here, evening up that HP, despite the stain, was ready with the beak driver, and Deku is going to send you through the wall here. Unfortunately, couldn't get that sweet spot hit, so actually we're going to keep the testament on this side, but actually pays off for you there. Of course, at the super connector, you get the hard knockdown, so you get the Oki anyways, but against a character like Testament, you know, in that situation, you don't really hate that, right? Like, you keep the zoner corner. Yeah, it's not the hard knockdown you probably wanted, but you'll take the damage. Iron Rave here for DekuNut, getting a perfect here in game 2 to even up the score. This Sin is clapping back here. Zernoz again had that Sin muscle memory, but Deku already figuring out some stuff here in just this one game alone, right? That could be, I mean, depending on who you're rooting for, that could be a good or bad sign. We'll see. Of course, it's early in the set. Can't call it yet. Foys, I'm going to do my best. Sorry about that again, Foys. I'm so sorry about that, homie. Can't believe I did that. You know, here's my Johns. You know why? It's because I normally go top down. So in this instance, I went down to up and saw your match and was like, oh, that one must already be done. And so that's my John. I shouldn't have done that. That's my bad. Just appreciate everybody being patient with me. If you're watching the VOD, you're none the wiser. If you're watching the VOD, you're none the wiser. Yo, Corner, thank you for that raid, homie. Let me get you a shout out. Thank you very much, homie. Thank you. Yeah, you guys are just in time. We're playing the G-lug Academy 25. It's a monthly beginner bracket here. The G-lug, we run Guilty Gear Strive and 2XKO events here in the FGC on the weekends. I'd love to have y'all if you were interested. I'll go ahead and drop some commands here in the chat. The Discord is the hub. You can go ahead and check out all of our events if you're interested. So thank y'all. In the meantime, if you're just strapped in to watch a bracket, you're in the right place here. Zerno's going to send you through. We love using that 6H there. Has 50 tension to back ourselves up too, but the 6P connects. Deku getting Getting anti-aired here by that unholy diver. Zernoz maybe thinking that Deku was going to burst there. Didn't finish our food. Still not in a bad spot here. Goes for that burst there on the counter hit. Wants to try to get some destinies back on Deku, but still able to close it out. Full stamina as well, getting these counter hits on the jump in. Deku could potentially claw it back here. Of course, I had to say something, huh? Sorry about that. 2-3-6S there from Zernoz. Caught DekuNut in the decision paralysis, so to speak, right? Nice stagger there from Zernoz. Had the 50 tension to keep themselves safe on that throw attempt too, right? So that throw was very wise there from Zernoz. Gets a burst to get out of that corner. Deku going to try to pull up on you. The trade hit benefits the grounded player, so Zernoz gets that next hit, but Deku puts his Testament right back in the corner. Not a lot of HP to play with, however. So you got to be squeaky clean from this point on. Zernoz with 100 tension is going to make that hard. Nice jump in here from Deku. Potentially could close this out. Oh, so close. I don't even think full charge dust would have worked there. Man, what a scrambly finish. Oh, dude, crazy stuff there at the very end. Zernoz able to close it out in that spaghetti scenario, right? Throwing out that preemptive 2K. Wait, that's not the input for that super, is it? Oh my god, is it the input for that super? Oh, it is. I thought we went 2K with super, but no, I think it is fire. I think it's double fireball K. Okay. I know some inputs. I don't know them all. Going for that movie Reaper there. Deku having to hold that one. Trying to go for Unholy Diver. Deku taking advantage of this zoner being too close to you, being too comfortable, too close, right? Those options are strong. Those projectiles are powerful from Testament, but if you're mid-range, your character probably has a button fast enough to press, so at least try it. Zernoz, however, saying, hey, you're going to have to try it in training mode, homie, because I'm moving on through this bracket, or at least I'm going to try to. The winner of this one on this winner's side, guys, gets to go up to that grand final spot. Definitely a nice place to be. Reminder how we do things at the Academy. The winner graduates. They get the privilege of not being able to enter anymore. Put you on the graphic. Get you in the class reunion. You know how it is. Zernoz slowing it down. I love that drift up 2K, converting off of that stain pop as well. This is going to be a wall break here for Testament. Deku is going to have to use this 100 tension. Try to get a burst bait. Zernoz trying to get the Twitter clip here, but Deku not falling for it. You've got to hand it to Deku for not falling for these burst baits. That's okay. You know what? Yeah. Deku saying, try to bait my burst. Try again. Try to bait my burst. What did we learn? What did we learn? For real though, awesome set here. Zernoz in a great spot, getting that anti-air fireball, converting into this wall break. This time there is no burst to bait. We're just going to break the wall and put Deku in a bad spot. The stain is applied. The tension gets spent on that YRC. Does give us a chance to breathe. I like that Beak Driver trying to attempt to whiff punish out those fireballs. Able to block out those Arbiter signs. But a well-placed anti-air from Zernoz brings ourselves to grand finals. The first time in a long time here at the G-lug Academy.
We got that May on the left. We got HariTime, who you've seen just recently on that Elphelt, you know, taking over that good old Foys Sin player. But I mean, we got to keep up the momentum somehow, and that charge dust is not what we're looking for. Oh yeah, that's a May 5H if I ever proceed one. All right, and get hit by that counter hit, air to air, just eating all of this risk. Another charge dust to close it out. Oh my, G-lug is on a tear.
Okay, sorry for delay on that one, guys. I got it up now. Going to be G-lug up against HariTime. I thought I had it up here. Sorry, my camera screen over is bugging right now. Apologize, y'all. We'll get it ready in just a minute. Yeah, I mean,
to
Medikit
the
just
best
got
of
here,
us.
man. I appreciate you joining, but you missed a lot of charge dust here from Glug, bro. We were going crazy with the charge dust. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I mean, the dash in G-lug's name is like the time between the charge and it actually hitting. Oh, unfortunately we get hit up by that cross up. That grenade gonna be doing us a ton of favors. But you know what? If there's a gap, just reversal through it. It's gonna work out. But unfortunately, no route. But we press it on wake up. That's gonna be G-lug taking that in game 1.
Sorry, y'all. Dead ass, my tournament stream helper just crashed. I'm not even lying to you. So I'm still trying to get that. Thank God Medikit got here. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
It's okay, you know. Maybe it's like me showing up is the reason it happened. You know, I'm like a harbinger of disaster.
You're the harbinger of death, destroyer of worlds. What is it?
I'm Absol Pokemon.
There you go. Absol Pokemon. Okay, I got it fixed, guys. Oh wait, no, I don't. Glug got the last game. Okay, got it fixed, y'all. Okay.
All right, all right. Now that we know who our competitors are on the screen, we now see that HariTime is currently, I mean, putting G-lug through the Elphelt blender. We're getting hit by Rekkas galore.
Yeah, HariTime can get you mixed up this way and that way. Nice hit with that projectile. Glug probably thinking that we could get a hit there, probably a close slash on HariTime's landing, but I mean, that's why we're being tricky with those projectiles. Glug probably going to have to follow you up for like an air throw or something, but until then, we're getting a nice counter hit on that 5H. HariTime going to be eating that one.
Oh no, we unfortunately dropped it. Charged it a bit too long, so that's going to be HariTime able to avoid a little bit of that damage, but unfortunately, not going to be enough to escape the situation just yet. We're back to neutral, so we have a chance, but I mean, G-lug's just been putting the screws to HariTime with all of that Dolphin RPS. Oh, nice YRC, keep it out, but yeah, we have 100 meter, just send it. Alright, getting that burst out early, trying to find a way in. I mean, we've seen a lot of success with those 5Hs, but I mean, HariTime's just starting to really make use of a lot of those tracking projectiles that Elphelt has. So it's ended up working out pretty well for us, but one thing I kind of want to see from G-lug is to start to kind of punish these 2H into Rekka attempts, as there is, you know, some little bits there you can take advantage of.
Catching with that overhead. That's going to be enough right there for HariTime to get this second game here. HariTime, I mean, you've commentated a couple academies at this point, Medikit. You've seen HariTime out here. I think you have, at least. This Elphelt's pretty strong, pretty frequently up here in these top 8s. Glug out here. I think this is Glug's first time in an academy top 8. We got 6 new top 8ers, bro. So a lot of new roles to hand out this time.
Hell yeah, I keep forgetting to hand out the rules. I might be washed, Jeek. It's over.
Dude, honestly, I've slipped.
Don't ask about the VODs. Just don't ask me about the VODs.
Oh yeah, I won't ask you. Don't worry. Don't ask me about my VODs, bro. Don't ask me. If you're watching this VOD, consider yourself lucky. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If you're hearing me say this on YouTube right now, you're fucking lucky, dude.
Tell me what it's like in 2026 YouTube comments.
Yeah. What's the future like? Yeah.
Give me the lottery number.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, so both players evened up here. Glug is the one with this Elphelt in the corner right now. But look at that. HariTime not faltering, still pressing that 2P, still trying to get away from that May. But these charge dusts, man. Glug putting them in the right place at the right time, getting another round.
I saw the charge dust hit. I looked at half full risk, and I'm like, it's over. Oh no.
No. Unfortunate stuff here. Oh, please don't tell me it was a desync.
Are we getting the desync? Oh no!
Oh no, we're back. We're playing. Okay, we're playing. Okay. Okay, HariTime a good sport there. If I'm HariTime, I'm killing your ass. By the way, if I'm HariTime, I'm close slashing you 9 times in a row. I am taking those. You hear me? HariTime more respectful than I am, or rather, you know, got more a warrior's heart. You know.
There we go, and I love that JD from G-lug just trying to call out. I believe that's that 6H into that Rekka. Or bomb, sorry. Oh, ends up not getting counter hit on the cross up. So we do have that 50 meter on the side of HariTime. Not going to spend it though. So G-lug has one more chance, and there is that good old counter hit 5H. It's a May classic. We need one more hit to secure it. We spend meter on the YRC. We hit the Orca, and it's not going to be enough. We need still one more clean hit, and there is the JH to send G-lug to game 3 with a 2-1 lead.
Oh my god, Medikit, I almost passed out. I'm keeping it a million.
Bro, was holding your breath too long.
Oh man. Oh.
Also, chat, if I do sound a bit different than how I did, I'm still trying to find my mojo here. Moved into a new apartment, so I'm trying to figure out my noise levels and how to still be able to commentate in a space like this. But I mean, we're getting into game 4. I mean, G-lug just needs one more. I mean, again, you know, as G saying, you know, you stop there for a second, and then like you're getting close slash 9 times. You know, that was HariTime's downfall. You know.
Just a 4 hops in the chat. HariTime was downloading during the downtime. Harry saw Glug stand still and just plug in the USB cable and started downloading.
Started the Steam update.
Yeah. Okay, good combo here from Glug, man. Capitalizing with a lot of damage here. HariTime having that tension, though. A couple good hits with a super cancel could be enough to close out this round, potentially. HariTime's got to get that first hit. Trying to opt for a lot of these projectiles, but Glug doing a good job of navigating around them in general, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, it's something where as well, another thing G-lug's kind of been taking advantage of is a lot of these gaps, right? I feel like we're just churning out that Orca Super, and it's been working out amazingly for us. But I mean, we'll have to see if we can continue, as you said, to kind of maneuver around these projectiles well. I mean, we're on set point, and what a back throw. But we're on set point, so I feel like we should hopefully be able to, but I mean, HariTime's not out of it just yet. There we go, if we find the cross-up grenade, but we do have burst coming up on the side of G-lug. Are we going to spend it? Are we putting on the cape? Yes, we are. Call G-lug a hero because we're about to... we spent the burst. We're about to try to make this comeback here. Going to get a nice bit of damage. But gee, is it going to be enough?
Trying to get something here, man. The YRC, great stuff. Trying to keep this Glug back. Glug going for that jump arc that's been paying off the whole set. Able to break the wall. From that jump in that far away, holy moly. Glug gonna be moving on to that losers finals. Losers finals out here. I'm Jeek. I'm joined by Hyrax, if you know, you know. And it's Glug v DekuNut. Well-timed burst, Medi, you just got here, but so many sins have been getting bursted in the corner today after spending that stamina. It's been quite unfortunate. Deku's still coming out on top, though. Glug back throwing, you know, a lot of spaghetti right now.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough spacing for DekuNut to play in because we just kind of had to contend with that May 5A, 5H, but we are able to escape the corner. We have that stamina slowly building back up, just gotta wait just a bit. See if we can play around kind of this nerfed no stamina sin. You can't go for it the 5th time in a row. It's not going to work out on stream at G-lug, but you know what? The Orca Super is going to work out as well. We have 15 meter. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're just going for the RTL, but Glug's ready for it.
Yeah, and because it didn't connect on block, Deku wasn't able to extend it further. Glug probably not expecting that, didn't get an immediate punish, and then Deku was able to close out that round. I'm gonna keep it real. That was spaghetti out of my pockets. My hoodie filled with rigatoni all over the floor, slipping and sliding, sauce all over the tablecloth. DekuNut has burst here to spend, doesn't do it yet. Gonna get counter here. Glug ready with that throw confirmed.
Yeah, able to get that wall break, that positive bonus, gonna be building that burst just up as we are so close to having it back. We've got 50 tension online, so I mean, really one well-placed Orca Super could do it, but just need to find that moment. Okay, yeah, just run up, but we do have the 50 tension, so it is still our turn. We find the charge dust, the G-lug special, and that is going to close out the second round of our losers finals here.
Damn, dude.
Powered by Hyrax.
Powered by winners final. When the losers finals, powered by Hyrax.
Sure, that should be in the. That should be the sponsor.
It should be in that box in the bottom left. If you're just watching this, this game, that's where the match arena used to be. Glug comboing very well here, canceling that super. Deku has to think about this one. Yamada-san sending this through. Got 50 tension in the fight with him, that hard knockdown, but it's going to be that cross-up counter hit. Glug baiting that DP to close it out, getting game 1.
All of my money is gone. For context, I bet 9.1 thousand.
That was you? That's crazy. Wait, that was only one. That was only one game. That was only one game.
I'm aware. I'm just saying, you know, all my money's gone. If I win, I take the money of 5 other people.
Yeah, DekuNut
Life
can
is
win
good.
here, and then you get all that.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm gonna take the funds of 5 other chatters.
Props is so stupid. Show them why they call you the lug, G. I'm pinning that. Hold on, that's actually bars.
Hold on, that is bars. But DekuNut, please let me take 4 hops money. Thank you.
Glug is unfortunately crazy. I love the wording on that. Unfortunately, he's insane. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Oh, what a throw on the Elkan here. We have that 100 tension, so we can just send it with the Orca Super, but we're not even going to need it. Get that command grab, get that 5p wall break. You are on your way to potentially a 2-0 lead.
Nice counter hit confirmed here for Glug, man. Deku not spending that burst yet, though.
I think that was the most May counter hit I've seen. Like,
yeah. It was like just counter hitting the toe and then still getting the wall break from mid screen. It's like, all right.
I think I heard Bluetooth connected somewhere.
like a USB plugging in.
Yeah, the Windows. Okay, DekuNut playing very patient. Unfortunately, we do get counter hit. We have that 100 tension to play with, but we just need to find a space to use it, and I don't think we're going to be able to. This is going to be enough damage to kill, but we end up dropping G-Queen. DekuNut has a chance. We have that 100 tension, so we do find that good old... Okay, we find the burst out from G-lug, so we... Okay, yeah, we're just waiting. We're just waiting.
Okay. I'm... 1 million Zimbabwe dollars. I like what 9,000 moonbucks to the first person to anti-air Glug doing normal hop jump button. Anyone? I'd hit the mother load command in Sims 4 for you right now. I mean, to be fair, that button is so hard to anti-air, right? It's Glug getting away with a lot of these air dash angles in with JH. Getting a lot of counter hits, making people hurt throughout this bracket. Deku gonna have to see what we can do here against this May to try to slow it down a bit. I did love what Glug showed you there at the very end. Did that run up DP bait, saying like trying to show some of the Deku a little bit, saying, "Hey, I'm looking out for those reversals when you're showing them." But we're going to game 3. We'll see what we got out here, guys. We got some Glug fans and Deku fans alike. We got the color swap. Deku gonna see what you got.
The color 10, hopefully. I mean, that's lethal right there already, but I mean, you got the yellow on the side of DekuNut, it might spell doom. Also, I realized I think I incidentally bet against Rush because I'm pretty sure, you know, G-lug is with the, you know, the scariest of Larrys.
Okay, so wait, so okay, so 2 things. One, I keep calling them Glug. Is it actually G-lug?
I have no clue.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Second off, wait, you're voting against Rush? What do you mean? Who's Rush here? Am I crazy?
No, nobody's Rush here, but like that's G-lug is with Scary Larry.
Oh,
that's
got
the
it.
Scariest hilarious. That's my TO right there.
Okay, I got you. It's Glug, not G-lug. That's so funny. Well, there you go. Hey, wait, I got it right.
Alright, I will proceed. You will find me in banishment in the Enchanted Forest. I will not be seen among the likes of you all again. I am so sorry.
We're going to put Medi back into the closet.
Alright, it's right behind me. I can go in.
Yeah.
I have a wireless headset. I could commentate from the closet if I want.
That's where we hear the Bluetooth connected sound.
Just gonna hear my like 3D printed Thunder Seal fall on me. Regardless, that's gonna be DekuNut barely trying to stay alive as Glug is finding a way to try to get that one hit needed, but that 6P gonna deny our dreams just for now, as Glug is still on the verge of a sweep of that clean 3-0, but not if DekuNut has anything to say about it.
Nice stuff. I like that whip punish there on the hoof stomp. Glug building up some tension here despite being on that defense. Going to turn into a red RC. Deku's going to spend that burst back to put the May in the corner. Nice tech throw there from Glug, staying alive, trying to use those S Dolphins to pressure out Deku here. The 2H whiffs, but no punish quite yet.
Okay, finally a little bit of those plus frames. You try to play a bit patient to avoid dealing with Glug pressing, but unfortunately it works against us. But we have a chance that little bit of time does allow. Okay, there's that beat driver. Got to watch out for the burst. Okay, we do bait it, and that is DekuNut taking the third game, game 3, on a nail biter and staying alive. Because keep in mind, this is loser's side. Loser, this is knocked out of the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, you played all day. You played your heart out. But it all comes down to this. It feels so much later than it is, by the way. It's that wintertime thing where it's dark outside, even though it's like only 7:30, right? And, I mean, it was getting dark even around 5. Guys, this is our first time running Academy at 5 p.m. If you're watching the VOD, you probably don't feel any different at all, but this is weird for me, bro. This is Academy tonight. But hopefully we get some more West Coasters and stuff like that now that we change the time around. So appreciate everybody playing. Deku going to try to claw it back here. Already getting one game on the board, but Glug is going to try to slow you down. Going to try to get this game 3 to get up to grand finals.
Yeah, this is Academy after hours. The principal, the teachers have all gone home. You're playing Strive among the janitors now. Oh, yep, okay, if we find that throw on the side of Glugs here, so we do have a chance. We have that 100 tension, send it for the Orca Super. We go for that RC, we have those plus frames. Not going to find the charge dust, but unfortunately for DekuNut, not going to find a punish for it. But that 6P is going to close that out in, I mean, Jeek. Are we about to bust out the brooms?
I don't know, man. Definitely, I love that active defense there from Deku to close out that last round, but Glug active on defense also, at least with those back throws, right? Getting a lot in this set alone. Try to go for that 5H, and it does. When it hits and it counter hits, it gets you a lot of damage, but medically, you can't do it too often in someone's face, because Deku's going to capitalize getting those quick buttons.
Yeah, and that's a second burst bait on the side of DekuNut. We're going to be able to find enough meter for that Tyrant barrel. We just need one more hit to do. Unfortunately, we did not get a clean hit, but that Elk Hunt is going to be able to bring us to a game 5-2-2 last game scenario. DekuNut dream is not dead. My gambling dream is not dead either. I can still take 4 hops money.
Here we go. Yeah, 4 hops did vote for Glug, so we'll see. Actually, in terms of, this is kind of interesting. More people voted for Glug despite Glug having less amount of points voted for them, if that makes sense. And and then the whole 9K is all of Medikit's life savings.
If I lose, I will not survive the winter.
You'll have to eat sorrel.
No.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. You have to eat shrubby and Hyrule and sorrel.
I was like, why sorrel specifically?
I don't know why I don't know. Maybe you and Sorrel can eat the others. I don't know. But anyways, game 5. If you know, you know. That was a little too inside joke. Okay, Glug here, trying to keep that pressure going. Or rather, Deku was trying to keep that pressure going, but Glug answered back with that Killer Whale Super, getting out of that corner. Glug still fighting back, though. No stamina to get the pickup after that beat driver, but a little American reset in the corner was enough for Glug to get a chance to get a back throw.
Yeah, one thing I'm wondering that we're seeing here, never mind, run up and like command grab to close it out. I was gonna be like, maybe the nerves are really starting to get to Glug, you know, DekuNut's starting to get that momentum, but, you know, just run up command grab, you know, just do it.
Here we go. No burst spent, even on both sides. Dancing around that 5H, trying to at least. Glug putting up that wall, though. Nice stuff. Whip punishing the 5H with the follow-up hit of Hawk Baker.
Okay, we're just slamming 5H in it.
It's unironically hard to deal with. It looks silly, and you're like, oh, just whiff punish. It's unironically hard to deal with, and if you do time it wrong, then you blow up. Unfortunately, rather for Deku, that first combo dropped. Glug trying to get another one.
All of my life savings. Okay, never mind. We get that back throw. We have a chance. We have full stamina. So we're just going to have to be able to try to close it out. We get that counter hit. Going to be able to get a nice wall break. Dream is not dead just yet. But, I mean, one hit will do it. And we have to return to neutral with low stamina. But we find the peak driver. Okay, yeah, there we go. We find the counter hit DekuNut. Dream still alive. Winner, Grands Finals, loser side, Dream still alive. We just need one more round to do it. But that counter hit's not a good way to start off, G.
Yeah, I mean, depending on who you're rooting for, Glug looking pretty good with a couple counter hits back to back. Nice stuff here. This May capitalizing with a lot of damage. The 3K to get another hit, but Deku with a nice DP through. Glug showing you a reversal of their own.
Yeah, we have that burst. Okay, we spend the burst to return to neutral, but, I mean, one more hit will do it, and I mean, Glug's burst is coming back. We hit the taunt. Unfortunate. Glug gonna take that 3-2 in a last game, last round, 4 hops. Gonna clear out my bank account.
I was saying earlier today, Medikid, this is the first time that we've had a Testament in the Academy top 8 in a while, let alone in the Grand Finals. So Zernoz could potentially be another Testament graduate. The first one we had was the G-lug Academy 3 way back when. And another throwback was Waffle, our first May graduate that was Academy 11. So some throwback characters out here. We'll see. Of course, these are players in their own right. Glug looking pretty strong here. Coming from the loser side, trying to go for that full charge dust, but Zernoz with some patient defense gets out of this corner.
Yeah, and I mean, Zernoz just trying to play that zoning game, but just can't seem to deal with Glug's just kind of ability just to kind of full send it in and get those really meaningful counter hits and the really meaningful, you know, air hits again with like that JS, with that JH. And I mean, that's what's taking Glug to the second round here.
All right, guys, I'm putting up a vote right now for reset. Will there be a reset? That means Glug winning. If Glug wins this set, we have to reset the bracket, of course. Glug coming from the loser side. So if you want there to be, or rather if you think there will be a reset, then that's what you can vote for in the chat. We'll see. Glug right now going to be sent through with that Unholy Diver. Zernoz with the Stain Applied and 50 Tension to play with. Unfortunately couldn't get that through that 5H wall, however. Going to use that red RC after 6H. Zernoz capitalizing with some good damage. Glug trying to air dash in, but some natural anti-airs with the 2-3-6H angle from this Testament. Glug still fighting on a pixel.
Yeah, and that pixel's not going to be enough. I mean, as we see that Unholy Diver, or is that not, you know, that's great, right? There we go. Gonna be able to do a little bit of that chip damage. You see that burst almost immediately get spent. And I mean, that's what Glug's looking for.
I do love 4Hops in the chat saying Glug don't burst, talking about that previous round, but unfortunately Glug with the AirPods in did not hear us. Going to be able to go for that reversal, and a well-placed reversal because you were so close to the wall, you get the wall break. Try to go for a 6K. Maybe try to go for a 3K or something in that situation. Zernoz on a pixel here. Can you fight back?
Unfortunately, not going to be able to find the hits necessary. Glug taking that first game in kind of a dominating fashion in that last round.
I mean, Glug showing you. I mean, Zernoz, I'm going to keep it a buck. Zernoz, one of our stronger players here in the bracket from the little bit I've seen. I'm not going to say strongest. I don't know. Of course, I don't know that. Definitely one of our stronger players here in the bracket here on this Testament. And even they are falling to that 5H wall. Like, you know, we were talking about it earlier. That it's not easy to deal with. It looks silly, but it's strong. Glug knows what works, and we're putting it up, and we're getting games on the board for it.
And I mean, we're just going to have to keep seeing a lot of that kind of fundamental strong game plan of we know what works and we're just going to keep doing it, and we're going to find our wins through that, you know, until we're forced to kind of show, you know, otherwise. And Glug's been kind of making really good use of those. Again, just a lot of those just quick S dolphins to try to find those counter hits, and it's also working out wonderfully.
Nice 6H counter hit linking with that 5K after. Okay, never mind. Yep, call that the swag combo. God damn, Zernoz going for the succubi after. A little bit of a weird one, but it closes out the round. Strong stuff. No, my God. Okay. Man, we just threw away that clip at the end. Fuck.
Shimmy Neutron had too much of a brain blast and threw away the Twitter clip.
Come on, Shimmy Neutron, no.
Oh, there it is. We're starting to find those 5H whiff punishes. Now, yep, there it is. There's that nice strike throw cut off. So we have that stand applied, so this is going to be a nice little wall break. Unfortunately, no super, so Glug has a chance. We don't really have to contend with that Testament hard knockdown just yet. We find that red RC, hopefully going to find a wall break, but not if the route drops.
Keeping this Testament jailed into this corner, man. Zernoz baiting that burst, seeing that the red RC did not connect. Held back there. Manny, I don't know how many Testament games you were able to watch before you joined the comms, but Zernoz very patient in this corners. I mean, look how long we're blocking, right? Like, I mean, maybe you could have found some gaps there to press sooner, but Zernoz looks like an undernight player or something. The amount of times that we're just blocking there in the corner, that's how we're winning the game. We're looking for that chance to press our K normals, get some hits after, and then bait out that burst. Answering back, Zernoz on that winner side. We'll see if they can get a couple more under their belt to win out this academy. Glug fighting back on this May.
You would ask me about how many games I'd been able to see previously. It's actually my first exposure to Zernoz, just in general, and I'm glad to say I'm fairly impressed. I mean, we're in the grand finals of the G-lug Academy, I believe 25, and we're putting on a show with the Testa cult.
Yeah, the Testa cult's got some good members out here, man. I mean, can't glaze Zernoz too much. Of course, Glug is their opponent. They're sharing the same screen space. They're playing it out in this bracket. Shouts to Glug. Glug, actually, if I'm not mistaken, let me get this right. Actually, let me scroll up and. Oh, never mind.
Run up 6A to catch backdash. Okay, hold on, we're styling.
Man, we are styling. Glug closing out that round. Excuse my last thought. I got something confused. So excuse me, but Glug closing out that last round. Strong stuff. Has that burst advantage. Going to try to get another game here against Zernoz.
I mean, we're starting off strong here with an immediate wall break as well. Zernoz is going to be able to get that burst built back up, however. But, I mean, we'll have to see if Glug is ready to kind of bait it out, or if we're just going to kind of, you know, let that return to neutral happen a bit. I mean, if we need to, I mean, Zernoz is starting to really hold down that kind of neutral, get that nice wall break, get that stand applied, go for the succubus. So now we got to contend with that hard knockdown. But GK uses the 100 tension, yet send the Orca. It is a safe jump, but we do have those plus frames, and you can't be going for charge dust so much. Gonna be able to get called out with those 2 Ps. It's gonna be Zernoz taking the game, bringing us to another round 3.
Strong stuff here, man. Yeah, Zernoz not falling for that 5B, that full charge dust trap again. This time Glug going for that deep run up earlier, but Zernoz is gonna burst it back on those counter hits, and yeah, bursting those 5H counter hits. Wise to do. You don't want to take too much damage. Unfortunately, couldn't keep that combo going. The tumble hit comes out, but in the spaghetti, Glug goes for the full charge dust, says this is what I want to put on the screen, and it connects and gets us a game, guys. A lot of people voted for the reset. There could be a decent amount of points being distributed. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see.
All right. So hold on, I'm actually looking at the prediction now. 100% of the votes are on a reset.
Shit, you guys can see that.
Yeah, if you pull up your.
Shit, so can you guys all see that nobody voted for Zernoz, so that if Zernoz wins, the points get burned into the ether? Did you guys see that part?
If you pull up the powers and rewards section, there's where you can check on the prediction.
Okay, thank you. Alright, guys.
I just found that out 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, this is my first Twitch stream, by the way. Guys, has anyone noticed that there is a single pixel of distance between the paint splatter in the bottom left and the game screen? Do you see that single pixel? There's a single pixel there. Hold on. I swear to God. Keep looking at the bottom left. You see it, right? Look, do you see it?
Oh, I see it. I
need to make my overlay bigger.
Now, what I'm not going to tell you is the Wild Ride and the Crystal Clash had, the Wild Ride had the same issue. The Crystal Clash does, and I'm not going to tell you where it is.
Maybe I shouldn't have told. Should I just keep it there?
Little Easter egg.
Do I pay for new overlays and upgrade them, and then just keep a 1 pixel gap between the fucking bottom left corner? Oh man. Okay, guys, I am so sorry. Zernoz out here trying to close out this round. Goes for the meaty 236H setup there, which is a really cool setup with that teleport. Unfortunately dropped it, but in the American reset, got that stain applied and got that 2K pickup here on Glug. And we're going to game 5 here in this grand finals. 7 people voted for a reset. 0 people may be going home with points.
Jeek, I got a question for you.
What's that, Dad?
Where would you put Burger King fries?
Where would I place burger, like physically in the universe?
Like on a tier list.
Relative to what? Like to
Other
to
fries.
zebras?
Like,
to ice cream?
no,
To what?
Like other
French
fast
fries?
food fries. Yeah.
Okay. So now that I'm done being a smartass, Burger King fries, unironically, really good. I think worse than Wendy's. More bang for your buck than Chick-fil-A. Definitely way better than like Popeyes or oh my god, or Arby's. Jesus Christ. Anybody agree with anything I just said? Good reversal super there from Glug, but the 6H connects. Zernoz brings us to tournament point at the G-lug Academy 25. Our strongest player today in terms of looks, man. Glug, can you take it out with these 5 H's? Can you reset that bracket? Zernoz with some good run-up throws, trying to prevent that.
Oh my, we find that burst. We want to deny that wall break because again, tournament life on the line. Nice tech. Okay, nice. We find the counter hit. So now we're going to be going, we'll hopefully get a nice position here. Hit that YRC. Needs to find one more hit. Nice air stall, but unfortunately gets cut out by that 5H yet again. And we're just slamming that hitbox, trying to find a way in.
I mean, it's working, bro. We are finding that way, and sometimes it's death by 1,000 cuts. The BRC gets built up. We keep the pressure going, and we chip you out so much that one throw was all we needed. Reset point on one side of the board, tournament set on the other. Let's see what we got.
What we got here is a Grave Reaper kind of clipping near the end there, letting Zernoz get a wonderful start, but not if Glug is going to be able to hit that very nice back throw. So now we're just back dealing with that May pressure, able to nice mash out, go for that succubus. I don't know as if this is actually going to route. It does, but just a bit to get that OTG. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get a ton of reward off that, G.
Not yet, at least. Glug with 100 tension to fight back with. Spends 50 for this super hard knockdown, but Zernoz still has that burst to fight back with. Glug gets the same side, the 2H, the red RC to see the burst. Okay, wasn't able to kill in that first Dolphin, but caught Zernoz on the backdash, and we got the grand finals reset. I got a lot of admin stuff to do on my end, so guys, give me a second. I got to pay out the shit. Medikit, talk about that set.
Oh my god, that was an amazing last couple interactions there. You got a nice counter hit. Unfortunately, you had Zernoz, that succubus super, just hitting that OTG. Wasn't ready for it a bit, but Glug taking perfect advantage of it to get that nice counter hit to secure this reset, bring us to equal footing on that. And both of us are now still on the loser side. So now we just need 3 more games to close it out. Come another May graduate in the G-lug Academy 25 as we get started. And what is the round start?
Okay.
You know what? That's real.
Okay. It seemed aggressive, but it was actually kind of patient, right? Glug taking the space, but was doing so while blocking. I actually love that. Guys, by the way, a prediction is out in the Twitch chat right now for who is going to win the tournament. Is it Glug or Zernoz? You already voted for the reset, but who's gonna win? We'll see from this point on. Glug showing us some cool stuff. Zernoz spending that burst to get back some distance, but the red RC connects, and Glug sends you to the corner.
Oh, we went for the split there, so unfortunately for Glug, we're able to get that good old Calamity one. Now we have that stand applied, having to deal with all of these plus frames, so now we just have to find another way in. We do, but that command grab gonna go wide, and now we're back to that neutral, dealing with a lot of these testing buttons.
Being active with these fireballs. Oh my god. That was actually insane from Zernoz. That was the cross-up overhead, but Glug was so active with our normals it actually trade hit. Nice succubi super here from Zernoz, taking you to the wall, sending you through. Not enough to kill, but in a great Oki situation.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do have to contend with that 5H, but a nice, quick little mash out. Sabari option is going to secure that first round for us. We're looking to get back to that tournament point position quickly. But I mean, Glug's kind of making us sweat for it.
Zernoz trying to take our turn back after that with 5H, but it's not as simple as that, guys. I'm telling you, it's hard to deal with. The red RC connects after that S Dolphin. Zernoz being sent through, we did build up our burst, but with so much HP being donated, right? Good clip with that fireball, but the whiff grab gets punished.
Yeah, and we caught the backdash with the JH, so now we're back to equal footing here. As I mean, we got those burst resources kind of same, kind of equalized, but Zernoz gonna be the first to kind of, oh no, G-lug gonna be the first to take first blood in this round. So we're trying to find our advantage state yet again. Had to spend burst for it though, so if we end up getting hit by it just like that, a nice little counter hit, we have no reprieve.
Zernoz going to cancel this 50 tension net succubi. Going to take you to the corner. I mean, I didn't want to guess. Could have sent you through it, but in fact, Zernoz opting to keep you on this side of the wall. Glug with 50 tension doesn't get the chance to spend it. In the grand finals reset, Zernoz, and still a very close first game, comes out on top with this testament. Glug definitely limit testing you a bit, showing you some, I'm gonna keep it real, some annoying shit, man. Some walls of 5Hs, some S Dolphin pressure over and over again. You whiff and then you get hit by S Dolphin. You want to try to play the game, but Glug isn't letting you, and that's why we're all the way up here in grand finals. That's why we reset the bracket. Can Zernoz slow it down enough to come out on top? We'll see. We'll see what this May has in their back pocket.
One thing that I'm loving to see from Glug is we know what makes our character strong. We know what to take advantage of. So we're just going to kind of use a lot of those very strong, very fundamental tools that May does have. Kind of back those up a little bit of those, like those cheeky charge dust to kind of make the opponent kind of think a little bit, think on their feet. Nice back throw out here. Okay, starting the May quiz here, but unfortunately for Glug, we end up getting hit by that YRC, but we're back immediately, all gas and no brakes, but unfortunately the wall is coming. That is Zernoz. Your car insurance premiums have just gone up.
You do not talk to me about insurance, by the way. Insurance is fucking my life right now. I'm keeping it a million. But right now we're playing the Academy. And also, you said all gas, no brakes. You had a lot of references in your last little commentary thing. I caught that. I stayed quiet. You got a good little commentary reel clip right there on that last one.
Let's go.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Including the car insurance pay.
No, unironically, I'm not even trolling. Good burst there from Zernoz. Still up a game, up around, but down the burst and down in this combo. Glug tried to keep it going with that 2H. Glug does a lot of 2H to be a May player. Do you think? Do you see that too, Medikit? Like, does Glug do like a shit ton of 2H? Like, I feel like that's a lot for a May player. I don't try to backseat, but I've been seeing a lot today.
That's one thing I've kind of noticed as well, is I'll see Glug also do like a wake up 2H that might be kind of biting us a little bit, as Zernoz is back to a 2-0 position. One more game to close out the tournament, and now I'll say I'm wondering if we have any bracket nerves coming to Glug. I mean, we're on grand finals reset after a nail biter of a set beforehand to get here in the first place. I'm wondering if we kind of have the bracket stamina, the bracket endurance to kind of keep up that performance.
Whether you think you have it or not, Medikit, you got to pull it out of your back pocket, lest you're gonna go down to this testament from the Testicle. Zernoz with some very strong gameplay today. Got the bracket reset on them. You know, a god can bleed, but how long are they going to bleed for? Trying to, oh my god, I love the feint teleport. Actually, Glug getting caught by that one.
Okay, yeah, that stain got applied, but unfortunately for Zernoz, Glug going to be able to take advantage, get that nice little jump in JH. Trying to maneuver around these Grave Reapers, trying to just full send it between, kind of like the gaps between them. Be able to find a nice command grab, so this should result in a wall break. Yeah, there it is. Go for that Orca Super, get that hard knockdown. But Jeek, if you're eyeing what I'm spying, we got 100 tension. Not going to use it on that Calamity one, not unneeded, but unfortunately, not going to have a chance to use that other 50 as Glug. Taking a game, Dream still alive.
Fortune stuff right there. Zernoz trying to get some distance back. You see like a lot of like backdash, far slash and stuff, trying to possibly be preemptive against some of these May Dolphins. Whoa, that was a weird one. A corner steal and a back throw. Glug looking pretty hot here.
Does that count as a back throw incident?
I guess so. Glug's been doing a lot of corner steals today in general and in their previous sets as well. Zernoz going for the Succubi super here. Gets jumped in, but we're still safe.
Yeah, and I like the idea behind that, right? Because we're getting, like, we've been, you know, having to deal with this Mei, just kind of full sending it. So if we kind of put out that neutral wall, theoretically we should be able to kind of threaten the Mei to kind of chill out a little bit. But Glug not having it. Nice, we're able to teleport out, get that nice 5p hit. So now we're in the corner. Glug back to the wall, back to the future of the bracket run as we are moving forward into game 4.
You know, Medikit's kind of fire on comms today. Holy fuck.
It's that new apartment.
It's that new apartment buff.
Yo, speaking of which, I gotta show you the place. It's great.
Yo, Medikit, yo, we're gonna be romantic here on the comms, bro. If I'm ever up there, I'm gonna buy you a pizza, bro. You gotta put a roof over my head. I'll buy you a pizza, homie. You hear me?
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! Free pizza. I'll take that.
All right, guys. All right. Here we go. We got Zernoz here with a 1-game lead. Only needs 1 to close out the whole tournament. But G-lug with that 6H saying, "Sit down, bitch. Get in this corner. I'm sending you through." No super cancel, so Zernoz on a pixel can still fight in this round.
We send the Orca super. Unfortunately, gonna get hit.
Why are you laughing when I said sit down, bitch? I don't know. It was hype. I don't know. Like, no bias. No bias. No bias. This is that 6H counter hit was fucking nuts. Zernoz right there with a burst bait right back saying, "Give me your burst, baby," but Glug not giving it to you. At least not for free.
It was the delivery of it.
Yeah. It was delivered late.
Regardless. Zernoz getting that stand applied, deciding to keep the corner. Yep, okay, use it for a little bit of that wall break and to get that Succubi super to get that hard knockdown in to apply that good old stain. A little bit of a burst donation, but I mean, you kind of can't avoid it, especially if you're using super to wall break. But I mean, we're not going to care regardless as we are moving forward to the next round here. Back on tournament point, Glug back right up against that wall. You have to find a way to keep going.
64% of the votes were on Glug to win this whole tournament, but Zernoz bringing us to tournament point here. Got people on the edge of their seats going for those preemptive 6Hs. Glug getting some nice trade hits. The stain is applied, but oh my god, Red RC trying to bait out that burst, trying to bait it even further, but Zernoz not giving it to you.
And that 5H, okay, we hit the delay. Yep, okay, nice. Got the counter hit on that H-Dolphin. Trying to bait till the burst yet again. We finally find it, and we're on game 5 yet again, G.
Glug is fucking nasty, dude. Glug is so fucking crazy. For that last interaction was showing so many burst baits. I don't blame Zernoz for not bursting there when that command grab connected, because Glug baited it like fucking 3 times back to back to back. So well, one time Zernoz holds onto it, it gets thrown, you spend it right after, but Glug finally built up the tension to Red RC bait it. Guys, this is tournament game here. I love what we're seeing. Who do you want to win? You gotta let them know now.
But, you know, give your energy, get that spirit bomb going. As we find a nice counter hit. I mean, that's exactly what Glug's looking for, that momentum building back up. As I mean, we're looking to graduate. If we can close out this round quickly, that's going to be Zernoz without a burst in the last round, getting a perfect to move on to our first time being at tournament point.
Glug getting caught out with that 6P there. I love that teleport from Zernoz, but an active anti-air there. Let's Glug get a whip punish. Okay, doesn't get those charged dust like we were getting earlier in the tournament today. Good defense from Zernoz, but gets opened up here.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't get the continuation of the route. We find that Calamity 1, so now it's Zernoz's time to play the game, but unfortunately, we went for that overhead, not going to find it, and we ran up a bit too late. That's going to be Glug taking the G-lug Academy 25, being your May graduate in a, again, getting a perfect in the last game of Grand Finals.
2xKO tomorrow. G-lug 2xKO. Can I be more hyped than that? G-lug 2xKO! It's Jake Lee KO tomorrow.
GXKO. Tomorrow.
And then, of course, we got the G-lug Open every Friday for Guilty Gear Strive, and our beginner brackets are monthly. Guys, would love to have you for those. Also, check us offline, Token MTG, Edgewater, Maryland. Have a great weekend. Peace out.